Hi there, I'm Shelly Gray from shellygrayteaching.com, and today I want to show you the grid method for long division. Now, if you are teaching traditional long division, this is a great way to start because it does use the same steps as traditional long division. It just sets your numbers up in a grid, so it's a little bit easier to understand and to organize for some students. So I'm going to show you how to do this. First of all, I should just make a quick note that if you are looking for a more mental math-based approach, please check out my videos on the partial quotients strategy and also the box method for long division. Those are great ways to begin with a mental math-based approach for long division. Okay, so let's get on to the grid method. So here we have 348 divided by 2. So first of all, I'm going to set up my dividend, 348, inside this grid. 348, and we'll put our divisor 2 on the left hand side. Now all we're going to do is ask ourselves, how many times does 2 go into 3? So it goes in 1 time. Now we multiply. 1 times 2 gives us 2. We'll subtract that to give us 1. Now this little 1 here gets carried to the second box and put in the tens place. So now we're working with 14. So how many times does 2 go into 14? Well, that's 7 times. So we'll write a 7 up top. 7 times 2 is 14. So we'll subtract, and that gives us 0. Now, just so that we're consistent here, we're going to carry this 0 over to the tens place in the next part of the grid. Now, obviously, this does not change that number. It's still an 8. So how many times does 2 go into 8? 4 times. 4 times 2 is 8. So we'll subtract 8, and that leaves us with 0. So we're finished our equation. So our quotient is 174. All right, let's try another one. Let's try 473 divided by 3. Okay, so we'll set up our grid. So we have 3 digits in our dividend. So we'll make 3 parts in our grid. That's not very even, sorry about that. Okay, so we'll do 473 divided by 3. So first of all, how many times does 3 go into 4? 1 time. We'll multiply. 1 times 3 is 3. So then we'll subtract that, which leaves us with 1. Carry the 1 to our tens place of our next box. Now we have 17 here. How many times does 3 go into 17? It goes 5 times. 5 times 3 is 15. So we'll subtract 15, which leaves us with 2. Now we'll carry our 2 over to our tens place of the next section in the grid. How many times does 3 go into 23? Well, we can do that 7 times. 7 times 3 is 21. So we'll subtract 21, which leaves us with 2. Now there's no more spots on our grid. We know that 3 cannot go into 2 at all, so we're finished our equation. This 2 becomes our remainder. So our quotient is 157, remainder 2. Okay, let's just try one more. Now, let's say, for instance, we're doing a 2-digit number, then we're only going to have 2 sections in our grid. So let's try 85 divided by 4. So we'll set up our grid this time with 2 sections because we're working with a 2-digit number. So 85 divided by 4. So first of all, how many times does 4 go into 8? It goes twice. 2 times 4 is 8. We'll subtract and we're left with 0. Let's just carry our 0 over. Doesn't change our number at all. So how many times does 4 go into 5? It goes in once. 1 times 4 is 4. We'll do our subtracting and we're left with 1. There's nowhere else to take this 1. We can't divide 4 into 1 at all. So this 1 becomes our remainder. So our quotient is 21, remainder 1. All right, hope you enjoyed this video. If you're looking for more strategies for long division or any other operation, please check out my website at shellygrayteaching.com. Thank you so much.